the #1 fishing port in America, New Bedford, Massachusetts. Welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show!
Yeah, everybody! Yes, sir!
Tonight's guests are amazing singers Sharon Jensen and KENNYM.
Sharon and Kenny!
Hilarious comic Johnny Rottn.
Johnny Rottn, yeah! The man you love to hate. Yes,
From the South Coast Admirals football team, Ziggy Crawley and Tom Bellin.
Ziggy Crawley and Tom! And
Plus,
the trophies.
Gary Langevin, Artie DeMello, the PSL Band.
Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, and me, I'm comedy director Joanna Raposa.
Joanna.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of our show, Paul Santos.
Welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show. Wow. We got an enthusiastic group here tonight. How's everybody feeling tonight? Yeah! Wow. What did they put in the food tonight? Well, we're so glad that you're here. We're having a great time. Hey, if you're watching on ABC 6 in Providence, good Sunday morning to you.
Good morning to you.
If you're watching on Channel 95, good evening.
Go to bed.
And if you're watching on the live stream, just type something in. Say hello to us so we can talk right back to you.
Say special hello to Gary and Artie.
That's right. A little interactive audience. You have come to the right place where we highlight the talented, the interesting, and the entertaining from our area. But first, Joanna, we have to get caught up in the news.
Please make us more informed.
All right. Well, you know, a doctor is in big trouble because during an operation, instead of removing a spleen, he took out the liver. You imagine that? Well, look at the bright side. They can save that one for Casey.
Another one?
You know, they can put it in a fridge in England, you know, in the Liverpool. Hey! They got a big place over there with all kinds of body parts. It's called Gland Central Station.
What? Wow.
Hey, you know, poor Casey, you know. Sometimes Casey gets his body parts mixed up. You know, the other day he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, hey, we're going to have to check your renal function. Crazy Casey said, what, another colonoscopy?
He wished.
Thanks.
And then Casey's doctor, right, he said something else, right? He said, hey, I think I saw some swollen glands. Casey said, at my age, I want something to be swollen.
I didn't even hear it. I was telling him to move closer, but I tried to.
You didn't miss anything.
I'm sure I didn't.
Hey, by the way, I'm looking out in the audience tonight. You know who's here tonight, and they're going to be on the show? Members of the Southern New England Admirals football team.
Yeah!
Wow.
Go team.
So in other words, Gary, a lot of tight ends in the house tonight.
Oh. Why would you say that? Why would I care about tight ends, Paul? What would make you assume such a... That's a real stretch there, buddy. That's a stretch. Why?
It's a stretch, all right. Hey! Never mind. Hey, by the way, you football guys over there.
He's awfully red right now. Look at, he's blushing like crazy. He's like, oh.
No, that's the lighting. That's the lighting
over there. Oh, shit, I effed up on that one,
Hey,
Gary.
guys, how about the Patriots, huh? Winning that game the other day against the Bengals? Come on, man. Wow, that was fantastic. I'll tell you, the coach was happy. Got some big-time penetration in the backfield.
Oh, wow. They're going to worry about you more than me, bro.
Speaking about tight ends.
Damn, dog.
They came from the blind side, nailed them from behind. Hey! Talk about a game of inches.
More like yards in my case, I'll have you know, sir.
TMI,
Hey, you know,
TMI, Gary.
I'm sorry to tell you this. You know, sometimes people get a little grumpy, you know. There was an altercation between two men at McDonald's drive-thru in Fall River the other day, you know. Yeah, apparently there was a bigger beef outside than in the burger.
What?
You know, it was a regular McMess. No, actually, one of the men, right, was charged with pulling a knife, which is a terrible, terrible thing. But they can't find the victim who was in the other car. A warrant is out for him because he was in a stolen car.
Well, that's
true.
No, well, that's
It's all true.
Those, yeah,
Typical Fall River, you know.
They don't get organ hits. Those get like.
So much for paying it forward. These guys got an ass backwards.
No, they did.
Testing 1 2. Testing. Testing 1 2. Hey, hey, you know, I got to tell you, mosquitoes are in the news, right? You got to be careful with mosquitoes because of Triple E. Now, when I was a kid, the mosquitoes, man, they loved me. Have you ever had problems with mosquitoes biting you?
Totally bad. Just a total magnet for mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes really
Well,
go for you?
I draw them off of other people.
You know what I think? I think they like your maracas. That's what I think.
But it was even before I had the maracas.
Where are the maracas, anyway?
I put them away. You were talking. I didn't
Oh,
want
you
to
put them
distract
away?
you.
Hey, Gary, don't you want to see the maracas?
I'm not.
Oh, there they are. Okay,
I'm
all
not
right.
purring for nothing, man.
Those are real, too.
Yeah. Every dollar of them. Okay.
Oh, I got one person. That's good.
Oh, that's the person.
Anyway, you have to be careful with the mosquitoes. But then I was thinking, you know, it's not just the mosquitoes. What about the bees and the hornets?
Ooh.
You know, like, for example, my wife and I were out to dinner the other day, and we saw the ugliest hornet that you have ever seen. It had all kinds of colors on it. There's all kinds of antennas sticking out of it and everything. And it was trying to mate right in front of us. I mean, it was a horny hornet. And the worst part is, it was trying to mate with a honeybee.
What?
Yeah, it was like, bzz, bzz, hi, honeybee, I'm home. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Who's your bumblebee now, huh? Who's your bumblebee now? Zzz.
Man, oh, man, listen.
Work that pollen, work that pollen, work that
Oh,
pollen.
God. Oh, I'm gonna
She
throw
liked the
up all over
vibration.
you. I'm gonna throw up all over your honeycomb, man.
All right, let me change the subject.
Oh, please do.
You know, I wanted to get an update and go buy myself a new electric shaver. So I went to the store and I saw this thing, 50% off the Manscaper. You know?
Oh, my God.
So I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, well, you know, I'm of Portuguese descent.
Definitely.
You know, I think I could use a Manscaper. So I bought the Manscaper. And I was using it. But the problem is, at my age, I've been using it on my ears and nose more than anything else.
That got clean. You made that clean.
You start to notice how, like, hair starts coming out of here. Like here when you go, you know. I've been looking at that hornet, you know, like, yeah, horny, too. Oh, never mind.
Gross.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. Hey, you know what? They don't have strong batteries in that thing.
Right.
In that.
And that what thing? The thing that goes
In the Manscaper.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the Manscaper.
Is that what you boys are calling it nowadays?
Yeah, the Manscaper. I don't think the engine is strong enough, because when I'm using it, it's going like zzz, 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 and then I go to use it, it goes zzz.
Oh, it just seizes up.
Yeah, exactly. You can see the forest, but not the trees. Hey, I saw a study. That sleeping longer on weekends lowers the risk of heart disease. I haven't been sleeping that well lately, so when I heard this, I almost had a coronary. The key is you have to be a calm person. That's right, just like that. You have to be a calm person. You know, in fact, if it's an argument, you should be a peacemaker.
That's right.
That way you own it up with a pacemaker. You know, that's how it works.
That's it.
And here's my motto, right?
Wow, this guy worked hard.
Happy heart, happy wife, happy life. There you go. That's how it
That's
works.
right.
I agree.
Hey, wait a minute.
Smart.
Wait a minute. Talking about heart health and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. This reminds me of something. This reminds me of one of Artie's ex-girlfriends, Pamela the Pump Pereira. I'll tell you, even Artie, who was a stud, had to break it off. She gave him shortness of breath and a broken valve.
What? Myopathy.
All right. Well, as you can see, Joanna, people are like rolling on the floor laughing and everything.
I
You
thought
see
the,
that?
They're
the cardboard
enjoying,
people,
they
Paul.
are.
Yeah, laughing hysterically, aren't they?
I think they
They're,
are.
they're cardboard cutouts. They're cardboard cutouts.
The cardboard cutouts are laughing.
It's AI. Are you all Republicans? No, I'm just kidding.
We have a room full of AI. That's what it is. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm really sorry to tell you. I got to break some bad news to you.
my God.
I'm now going to have to deliver to you the final joke of the night. At least I got the double maracas out of it. You sure those are real?
That's the most energetic part of the whole show. Every
Just
week.
checking. You know, just
That's
want
everybody's favorite.
to make sure everybody's informed over here.
Everybody's
They're
favorite
real
segment
and
is when
they're
Paul's
spectacular.
segment's done.
All right. Well, anyway, Unfortunately, people are a little grumpy. You know, in Providence, a man got assaulted in a bar for playing the wrong song on a jukebox.
Oh, God.
Now, do you know what the name of the bar was? It was called the Deadbeat Tavern. Yeah, he was almost dead for playing the wrong beat.
Oh.
The other guy didn't like the song. He got amped up. It was a regular Rhapsody in the Ring. It was a tussle because of a turntable. In fact, they ended up under the table. One guy even passed gas during the fight. But it was okay because he took martial farts.
God. Is there any more?
They could have gone next door and met women, you know, at the tap house.
Oh, the final joke.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I really like that martial arts joke. I mean, that's just where
You ended the way
it's cringeworthy comedy, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there's one person like
you
that.
ended the way a lot of guys do, with a fart.
All right, we have a great show tonight. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors. How about Mikey B's?
Ooh,
We're
Mikey
right now,
B's.
Mikey B's.
Mikey B's. Shout out Mikey B's.
How about our good friend, Attorney John B.C.? Thank you very much for being one of our sponsors. How about Steve Silverstein and the folks at Cisco, New Bedford?
Yay, Silverstein.
Our thanks to Alden Court and our good friend Sharon Jensen.
Sharon, special guest for the evening with KENNYM.
And our good friend, we know she's out there in Palm Springs really kicking some butt, from Dying for Laughs, Allison Dyan.
Allison, we miss you, baby girl.
And the man who puts the lights, the camera, the action, makes it all happen, from Bristol County Media. Say hello to Mr. Aaron Caju.
Aaron the Baron Cashew.
Paul, I think your hornet and honeybee story's baloney, because everybody knows that the worker bees and the worker hornets are sterile and do not reproduce. Only the queens and the drones reproduce.
See, I told you. I told you that wasn't going to work.
Protected sex.
Well, thank you very much for that science lesson there.
Literally the birds and the bees. What?
All as I know is the hornet was on top of the bee. That's all I know.
Yeah,
And they were smiling. They're going like this.
How do they smile? How do you know where they're looking? They got 6 trillion eyes.
Well, anyway, I just kind of jumped to I mean, it was a reasonable mistake to make, wasn't it?
I guess.
Yeah, all right.
They
Anyway.
all look alike. They do.
Well, anyway, you have a great show. Sharon Jensen and KENNYM will be up in a moment. The great comedy of Johnny Rottn, as well as a couple of members of the Southern New England Admirals football team. So stand by. It's the Paul Santos Live Show. We'll be right back with our first guest. Don't go anywhere. But right now, say hello to Gary Artie and the PSL Band. There they are.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Our thanks to attorney John B. Seed for supporting the Paul Santos Live TV show and podcast Santos on Sports. Attorney John Seed, focusing on criminal defense, brings his knowledge to the table for every one of his clients. He knows what to expect from the other side of the courtroom because he has been there. He can use that experience to build the strong defense you deserve. Attorney John B. Seed. Check out his website at johnseedlaw.com. And you can reach him at 508-999-1399. Attorney John B. Seed. Here at Mikey B's, we aim to satisfy every craving you might have. The bar is stocked with your favorite beverage. And Monday nights, it's Monday Madness. Come see a live taping of the Paul Santos Live television show. We have an outstanding band, the PSL Band, with Gary Langevin and Artie DeMello, plus comedy director Allison Dyan. And it's all produced and directed by one of the best in the business, from Bristol County Media, Mr. Aaron Caju. Monday nights, Mikey B's is the place to be. Some great food, outstanding entertainment. The Paul Santos Live Show. Mikey B's, 989 Victoria Street in New Bedford. Our thanks to Allison Dyan for being associate producer here at the Paul Santos Live Show. Allison Diane continues to make waves with her brand of comedy on both coasts, here in New England and out in California. Check her out on social media, both on Instagram at Allison Diane and on Facebook at her Facebook page, Diane for Laughs. Allison Diane, associate producer here at the Paul Santos Live Show, and an up-and-coming comic. Allison Diane, Diane for Laughs.
Alrighty, you're hired. You're hired. We don't pay, but you're hired, Kenny.
All right. Thank you very much. Gary Artie, the PSL Band. Let's hear it for those guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for the maracas. Yeah, look at the maracas.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Hey, Joanna, where did you get those maracas? Those are Amazon.
Amazing. I mean,
Did you get a special order? I mean, these things are really good. These things are really good. Anyway, hey, our first guests tonight are terrific singers, and I've known Sharon for a long time. In fact, I've become a little bit of a singer myself, and she's helped me tremendously. And when she combines with this guy I've known for many years. In fact, we went to high school together. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the very talented Sharon Jensen and KENNYM.
Little Stevie Nicks for you. I took my love, then I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder. Children get older, and now I'm getting older too. Yes, I'm getting older too. Mr. KENNYM on the guitar. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder. Children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yes, I'm getting older too. We all are. So take this love and take it down. Oh, and climb a mountain and you turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hill, well, the landslide will bring you down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hill, well, the landslide will bring you down. Whoa, the landslide will bring you down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, how about
Come to
that?
the
That's
middle.
fantastic. Hey, great job, Kenny. That was fantastic.
Yes,
Sharon,
so
great
good.
job. Sharon and Kenny. Let's hear it again for these
Thank
guys.
you, guys. Thank you.
Oh, wow. All right, well, let's start with Sharon. Hey, Sharon, thank you so lot for coming down. I've been learning to sing from Sharon, which has been so much fun. I just started this a couple of years ago, and I got to tell you, I've learned so much, and we're going to be starting up again pretty soon.
Yes, we are next week.
Oh, I better start
Next week
tuning
we
up.
took a few months off just to regroup and get ready for the next season, and I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, me too. Now, 9/11 is right around the corner. You've got an event coming up, right?
Actually, I do. I work at Alden Court Nursing and Rehab Center during the week as the Director of Marketing and Recreation. I'm very excited to have a remembrance ceremony and concert for 9/11. And the Alternatives, my band, including Kenny and 3 other individuals, a bass player, a sax player, and a drummer. We're going to be playing a free concert right out in the front yard near the gazebos. So if anybody's interested, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a remembrance opportunity. We have different performers that are going to join us. We also have a visit from Charlie Murphy, who is the, oh my God, Charlie, you're going to kill me. It's Fairhaven Selectmen. And lots of other things are happening. Food trucks. It's going to be a great event.
I know you collaborate with a lot of people, and one of them is this gentleman right here. Let's hear it for this gentleman, Kenny
Yes,
Motta.
Kenny Motta is
Just a great
amazing.
job on the guitar.
It's amazing.
Well, you know, Kenny and I went to high school together. I kind of knew you a little bit, and I saw you around. I said, hey, I got to get you on the show. And, you know, Kenny's played in these rock bands, and he's been the man up on stage and all that. But he's got a little shy in his old age. I had to convince you to come on the show. What changed your mind?
Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon. She worked on you,
It's
huh?
so true.
Yeah.
So what was the reason? Well, you're just not a television guy? You just kind of like to be in the background?
So for those who know me, I mean, I'm the quintessential Capricorn. So I mean, this is you know, being on public display.
He's very
and
modest.
really not my thing, but.
No, but wait a minute, you're an entertainer.
Yeah, I know. Here I am. I guess that goes against all the normal rules of entertainers.
So tell me about you back in the day, right? You played a lot of hard rock. You were in bands and things like that. What was that like back in the day?
My first band was what was Tony and the Tigers. I was 7 years old in 1966.
Tony and the Tigers.
That's
What do you
right.
think about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah. I had
Sure, it
three-
wasn't Tony the Tiger.
Tony and the Tigers, because the drummer had, you know, the face of Tony from the cereal. You know, the cereal there. Yeah, so we call ourselves Tony and the Tigers.
I've heard of starting young, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then I moved
You're
up.
great. I'm only kidding. I'm just
There
kidding.
you go. That's right. Yeah, that was humble beginnings.
And then you went to, you know, teenage years and 20s. And I know you did a lot of rock and roll, right? That was the big genre back then, right?
Oh yeah. Paid my dues along the way.
You ever see Artie DeMello along the way?
Of course I did. Artie and I go way back.
How about Gary Langevin?
Gary, no, you know, he's. I never had the opportunity to share a stage with Gary, but
We just share a
Do tonight.
But
That's right. That's
until tonight.
We
yeah.
just share a basement, though, I believe.
Yeah.
I have a feel there were some wild nights.
He's a handful. You can only take him in limited doses.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. I'm high maintenance.
And I mean that. I really do mean that in a good way.
with all due love and respect, I know.
I love you guys.
I know.
Hey, I bet you and Artie, I heard Artie was kind of a ladies' man. I'm sure that was the case with you. Oh, you know, rock stars are, you know.
And I am not going down that road. What happened in the 70s stays in the 70s.
What? Porn? Thank you very much.
So Sharon, I know you have such a love for singing. And I got to tell you, I love it too. I drive down the road, I stop at the red lights, and I'm singing, and people are looking at me like, "Who's that crazy guy?"
That makes me happy.
Singing in the car, you know what I mean? I'm trying to improve, but it really is therapeutic. If you're having a bad day and you sing, you always feel better. I notice that.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree. Music is therapeutic for everyone.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's why I'm bringing music to this event, which is such a sad time, obviously, the reflection of such a devastating event, right? But bring music to it, and it makes it a little bit more therapeutic, brings it a little bit more positive.
Nice.
Right? Yeah.
All right, do you have a second song all ready to go?
We do.
All right.
Little Elton John.
Elton John. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Sharon and Kenny.
Thank you.
What the hell is going on over there?
I think Artie's going to join us on this too.
All right,
Yes?
good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
All
You guys know it. Feel free to sing along.
Yeah.
Hey, kids, shake loose together. Spotlight's hitting something that's been known to change the weather. We'll kill the fatted calf tonight, so stick around. You're gonna hear electric music, solid walls of sound. Say, County Rottn, have you seen them yet? Oh, but they're so spaced out. Benny and the Jets. Oh, but they're weird and they're wonderful. Oh, Betty, she's a really king. She's got electric boots, a mohair suit, you know, I read it in a magazine. Oh, Betty and the Jets. Hey, kids, plug into the faithless. Maybe we're blinded, but Betty makes them ageless. We shall survive, let us take ourselves alone. Where we found our parents out on the street to do what's right and who's wrong. Say, County Rottn, have you seen them yet? Oh, but they're so spaced out. Benny and the Jets. Oh, but they're weird and they're wonderful. Oh, Betty, she's a really king. She's got electric boots, a mohair suit, you know, I read it in a magazine. Oh, Betty and the Jets. Betty in the Jets. Mr. Arnie. Put your hands together for Artie. Hey, kids, plug into the faithless. Maybe we're blinded, but Betty makes them ageless. We shall survive, let us take ourselves alone. Well, we found our parents out on the street to do what's right and who's wrong. Say, County Rottn, have you seen them yet? Oh, but they're so spaced out. Benny and the Jets. Oh, but they're weird and they're wonderful. No better, she's a really keen. She's got electric boots, a mohair suit, you know, I read it in a magazine. Oh, Betty and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. Benny in the Jets. Betty and the Jets. Thank you so much.
Hey, before you guys take their final bow, we got a comment here from Bruce Sear, and he says, Kenny Motta reminds me of Rod Stewart, and that's a compliment. Look at him. Doesn't he look like a Rod Stewart, huh?
Everybody says that, Kenny.
You got to sing Maggie May next time you come on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks to these guys, Sharon Jensen
Thank
and Kenny Motta. Thank you very much for being on the show. Back with comedy. Right after this, you're watching the Paul Santos Live Show. Please stay with us. our thanks to Alan Knight for looking in tonight, enjoying the show. Real Deal Fitness and Conditioning. Yes, Mr. Joel Davis, thank you very much for looking in. Jennifer Webb-Naraki. Sean Fitzgerald from the Rude Boys. Alexandra Scaldone. Don Silva. Thank you very much for looking in tonight here on the Paul Santos Live Show. And how about the best band in all the land, the PSL Band. Gary Landage Band and Artie DeMello.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
And guess who's sitting up here with me right now? The one, the only, our comedy director, Joanna Raposa.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for the nice welcome. It's so good to be here.
It's so good to see you.
It's kind of surreal, like being on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Here we
know.
are. We're on TV now. Okay.
We are?
Yeah. Well, you're not.
Well, he is periodically, intermittently.
He's better heard. Just kidding. You know I love you, Gary.
I know. What is it?
Sorry, yeah, but you can't
Was
sing
it
tonight.
Bash? Was it
Wanna
Bash
rank
on
on
Gary
you?
Day today?
I guess.
Well, I
anyway.
just might take the next 3 weeks off. I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, you've been here for a little while. It seems like you're getting more comfortable. Are you getting more comfortable?
I am more comfortable. I mean, it's weird to be on TV. I don't really like to watch myself. I kind of look spastic. I was always told that I had an appearance that was best for radio. So, you know. Anyways, thank you very much. Thank you. Hold your applause.
Thank you.
What do we think of the new backdrop?
How do you like the backdrop over here?
Loud people that are talking that should be listening to every syllable that's coming out of our mouths.
This
They're
background
like
is getting
pearls.
bigger all the
That's
time
like
here.
The background. Anyways, I just put this old necklace on, and I'm like, look at me, I match. You told me I fit in here, so I really feel like I fit in here now. Okay, that's enough for me.
What is
more
that
than
necklace
More
exactly?
than enough of you.
It's just some old necklace that I used to wear when I used to be an accountant.
Oh, wow. That sounds boring.
I was the funniest effing accountant you ever met. And it was honest, too. That's rare. It's a rare combination. See, look he's a lawyer. I used to be an accountant.
Yeah, and a lawyer and an accountant.
We're
But what a
both-
combo
we're
that
both-
is, huh?
Yeah, we're both certifiable. That's
All
why we
need,
get along.
All we need now is a mob boss, and you'll have the trilogy.
We'll talk to you later.
I
We'll figure
wasn't,
something
though.
out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman was on the show a few weeks back. He is hilarious. He's so funny that we wanted to have him come back, and he plays out in big places like the Comedy Connection in Providence. So we're very glad to have him. Would you please welcome Mr. Johnny Rottn? Oh!
How we doing, New Bedford?
Hey!
Let's give a big round of applause for Paul Santos and Joanne Raposa for doing this.
Thank you, thank you.
I hope you guys had a good weekend, because I didn't. Yeah, I got in trouble. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I got in trouble this weekend. Yeah. I ran into a McDonald's in Fall River screaming, "This is my weapon! This is my gun!" Naked. Yeah, the McDonald's didn't like that. The cops didn't either. What happened? No, not yesterday. Thank you very much. But you messed me up. That's on you. But yeah, the cops didn't like that. I didn't like it either. As soon as I got out, I gave it a bad Yelp review. I thought the rooms were too small. Everything smelled like BO and shame. I gave it 1.5 stars. Yeah, the sex wasn't that bad. At least not for me. By now you can tell I've been in a lot of relationships. Some of them good, some of them bad. But now that I'm older, I wish I handled them a little better. I wish I handled them like Eminem or Taylor Swift and just sung it out. I'd be a millionaire right now. I'd have hits like, "Mr. Milkman, are you my dad?" This one's just for the fellas. "If it's over and you know it, get your stuff." This one always kills on a hill. You broke my heart, so I cut your brake lines. That joke's unstoppable. I'm going to do this one because my girlfriend asked me to. You said it was forever. Now I wear you like a sweater. Oh, you don't like that one? I'm sorry. Ta-da! Now, you may not know it by my name, but I do believe in God. Do any of you guys believe in God? A lot of yeses, a couple heathens. I got in an argument. Well, it was an argument. Let me paint the picture. We're at his house. It's a huge house. Beautiful. Overlooking the ocean. It's got one of those wraparound decks, like 15 feet off the ground. I guess the devil's work does pay. But we're on the deck, and he's being real mean to me. And he's like, I don't know how you believe in a guy that goes around burning bushes, lives on a cloud and tells you what to do. I said, that's not how it goes. He goes, well, I'll bet you $1,000 you can't prove to me that God is real. I said, bet. And I pushed him off the deck. He hit a few things on the way down, came down with a crash and thud. And he looked up at me from his heap, and he's like, why did you do that? I said, are you still alive? He said, yeah. I said, it's a miracle. Thank you very much, guys. You've been great.
Johnny Rottn, baby, there you go.
I told you you'd have questions.
I'm telling you, you have some strange things that you talk about here, you know?
Yeah, I got a little.
So that thing about, your girlfriend, you referenced your girlfriend, right?
Oh, yeah.
She liked that particular topic, or?
Oh, yeah, I only do comedy for her. You hear that?
Yeah, I can hear the laughing back there. When I was bombing before, that was the one person that was laughing, so I can
That
understand why.
keeps you in.
Yeah, it kept me motivated.
It's like the mafia. I tried to get out, but they pulled me back in.
Now, you talked about this voice the last time you were on. It seems like a voice that's a little bit different. It's so raspy and everything. I mean, is that real, or is that like part of the act or something?
Oh, no, this is what you get.
This is it?
Yeah.
What you hear is what you get?
Yep. It'd be strange if I talk like this.
Why don't you sing us a number? Why don't you sing us a quick number?
What do you want to hear? You want to hear Mama Tried? Because she did.
She gave it a shot. So what's going on with you? I mean, you just traveling the circuit and
Yeah, I'm just doing the thing. Yeah, I
doing
love
your
it.
thing.
Yeah, doing the thing.
So up at Comedy Connection, that's a great venue, isn't it?
Oh, I love that venue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
East Providence.
it's great. I actually like little intimate bars like this because you see the reactions a lot better. Like, I like to get in with the crowd a little bit.
I think you're in with this crowd.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, for sure. Come on, everybody. Give
I
us some
hope
love.
so. I
Give
got to
us
get
some
out
love.
of here.
That's right.
This is New Bedford. This is my home. These are my people, Familiar with New Bedford?
Yes.
To what degree? Like, you come by once in a while, or,
Well, I was asked to leave like twice, but I keep coming back.
You got to pass Fall River on the way to New Bedford,
Exactly.
Right over the Braga Bridge. And,
That's how I went through Fall River.
So what do you got coming up on the docket, so to speak?
All right, hold on.
Oh, look at this. He's got it all scribbled down on a piece of paper. What you got?
Well, I smoke a lot of pot. So
I knew I liked you.
I saw you out in the parking lot. No, I'm just kidding.
You want to unroll that? Hey!
I'm at Friday the 13th. I'm at any wrestling fans here?
Oh, wrestling. Oh, my goodness.
I'm doing a spot at a wrestling event at the VFW for Showtime Wrestling. Anybody heard of it? Me neither till they called me. But I'm doing an event there 8 p.m. in Taunton at the VFW at 82 Ingold Street, Taunton, Mass. You guys know where Taunton, Mass
Yeah,
is?
Taunton.
Right?
Taunton. Yeah, I know what that is.
And then I'm doing a fundraiser at Acorn Acres Campground in Bosra, Connecticut.
All right, now when you play in the club, right?
Yeah.
You get a little bit more raunchy, so to speak, right? With the, because TV, we can only.
Yeah,
we
rotten.
We can't get too
Yeah.
dirty. So
Yeah.
like, how do you accommodate a television crowd versus like a nightclub crowd? You know.
Carefully.
Because when you're in the club, you can just.
Yeah, well, you can say a lot more in a club. Well, nowadays you can't. But you can say a lot more in a club that you'll get away with. On TV, they're like, no.
No, yeah.
They won't have you back.
Well, we're really glad you came down here tonight. You got some hilarious stuff. We really appreciate you stopping by. Let's hear it now for Mr. Johnny Rottn.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a great night.
Johnny Rottn. All right, back with the football team. They won the national championship last year. They're straight ahead. Don't go anywhere. It's the Paul Santos Live Show. Stay with us. All right, let's hear it once again. Gary Yardy, our good old PSL band.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, look what we have up here. We have two members of last year's national championship Southern New England Admirals football team. Would you please welcome Ziggy Crawley and Thomas Beelan?
Yeah!
Look at these guys. Wow. Wow, look at these guys, man. These guys won the national championship last year. How did you pull that off, Zig?
A lot of hard work, man. I tell you that. Our organization, top to bottom, is hands down one of the best in our league. Our owners, Jason and Mary Lou, our head coach Eddie, Peter Kane. They do a great job every week getting us prepared, and we pretty much just ran through New England last year, and we went down to Florida, played a team from Chicago,
Yeah.
beat up on them too. So
Yes, sir. Yeah! Whooping.
Hey, by the way, this year you have a chance to repeat, right?
yes, sir. So
All right.
we got one more regular season game next week in Connecticut. And then we got our first playoff game on September 28th in North Smithfield, Rhode Island, and then win or go home after that.
All right. All right, Ziggy, I got some statistics over here. 24 tackles on the season, and 5 pass breakups. So you're nasty on D, right?
My boy.
I'm everywhere. I play a couple different positions. I play corner, I play nickel. He's crazy nasty. Right?
He's crazy. He's crazy. He's in awe right now. He just wants your autograph right over his forehead. He just.
Yeah, but nah, I play a couple different positions, so I got a very high IQ. You know, getting players in position on defense. Very interchangeable, so pretty much Swiss Army knife, I would say.
All right, sounds good. And sitting to your right, Mr. Thomas Belin, working as a quarterback and a wide receiver. Let's hear it for this guy right here. 22 receptions, 454 yards, and 6 touchdowns on the season. How about that?
Damn.
And that's the quarterback, 350 passing yards, 6 passing touchdowns, a 77% completion rate.
What?
Come on now. This is all accurate stuff here, Thomas, right?
Those numbers are false.
No.
No, I'm playing. I genuinely don't know the numbers, but
Well, you know what they say, somebody else can keep track of that. You know what I mean?
that's fine. Seriously.
yeah.
On behalf of Admirals, we would like to present this shirt to you as a gift.
Oh, thank you very
Wow.
much. Oh, baby.
Oh.
Just say open it up.
Hey,
Look
there
at
we
that.
go.
Wow. Hey, that's a triple XL. Nice call.
Hey, well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to do that. So tell me about how you got involved in the team. Are you from, like, southern New England area, or?
Yeah, so I'm from a little town called Admirals. Nobody really knows.
Attleboro, we know where that is.
Nah. Anyways.
Emerald Square Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we know
So, I got introduced to it in Mansfield, but eventually I bounced around teams, and then I ended up with the Admirals because of Jeff Costa, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. But to be honest, I followed him. I got involved with the team, and we really stayed dedicated in off-season workouts, getting the practice, you know, when we need to get the practice, and just being prepared with the utilities that the organization provides for us, you know, like the drone footage that we use to go over if we don't have, you know, an in-person practice. So there's a lot of things that they provide for us that make us a better team. But like I said before, how I got involved with the Admirals is following Jeff.
Right. And now what about you? What area are you from?
So I'm originally from Woodbridge, Virginia. So
Yeah, Virginia now. What's up? Anyway.
So it's crazy. So after high school, I went to school in California first. I was there for 2 years, and then I came to Rhode Island. I went to University of Rhode Island, and
Yeah, you are. Right. We love.
Go Rhodey.
Rhodey.
And after that, like that, and then I wasn't really thinking about football too much. Ended up playing 1 year, and I actually played versus the Admirals, and it got ugly. It got real ugly.
What do you mean?
It was bad. We got whooped.
Oh, really?
We got whooped. So, you know, after that year, one of my teammates, Dunstan Payne, he's one of our captains on our team. Shout out my boy Dunny. But he came over. We left another team. He came over. I came over with him. So last year was my first year. So, you know, it was a historic year, and you know, now I'm here. So it's my second year. Haven't lost yet. What, 22 games in and 0 losses so far.
22-0. Come on now.
What?
Might be more than that. I don't know, but I know the organization itself is on the 32-game win streak. So
Nice.
we've been winning, and you know, we've been practicing hard, been preparing. And,
Nice.
You know, so.
So what about the work? How much work does it take? People don't see the work that goes into this, right? The weight room, you know, looking at the plays, studying the playbook and all that.
So it's really like a 50-50 thing, because obviously you have to put in the work to see progression or results in what we do. But, you know, this isn't professional. We all choose to do this, but whoever puts in the most amount of work, that's who's going to be successful, and you can see it with us.
Absolutely.
Facts. Yes, sir.
All right, now, is that Sean that's out there? Is that Sean? Sean, why don't you bring those trophies up here? Because, you know, he brought those trophies down here. I think we had a national championship trophy from last year. And, you know, this thing is pretty sizable. I mean, this thing is pretty
Wow,
big.
look at that thing.
This thing is gigantic. Is that the one with the
What?
football? Is that the championship trophy? All right, let's take a look at these.
Watch your step, honey.
Watch your hand one to one and one to the other. There you go.
Wow.
All
look at
right,
this
and let's
guy.
get the other one. All right, let's hear it for these trophies right. Look at
Yes,
this thing.
sir.
Now wait a minute. Which one's which here? Which one is this one right here?
So
This one right here is our league championship trophy.
All right, with the football in that one.
That
He's
one's
gonna
a-
read
that's
it.
that's
He's
the
gonna read it.
Oh, this is the national championship.
National
trophy.
championship.
Yes, sir. Wow.
Oh my God!
Looks
Look
like
at the
league-
size of that thing.
Looks
What
like
the
the
heck?
league. The league put in a little more effort in their trophy than the national trophy.
Yeah, Florida was mad we beat up on them. So
Yeah, I guess so.
we won't go back down there in January
right,
and beat
right.
up on them again. So don't worry. We're gonna come
Gary,
back with a different one.
You ever seen a trophy that big before?
As a
My
matter of
God.
fact, I have. Yeah, when I won the National Bowling League backwards. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
No, that's really
No, that's
really
beautiful.
nice. Well, that was kind of funny. You had to read off what that was. You knew what that was. Come on now.
That's awesome.
I'm the type of person that lives under a rock, so I really just focus on
Just give him the
home
ball, right?
football, and
Just
family.
give him the ball. Just give him the ball. That's all he wants.
Well, if,
No, we can't do that. It's not that simple.
if
We
you're the
have
type
other
of
people
person
involved.
that lives under a rock, you'll fit in perfectly here on the show.
Yes,
you know?
he definitely will,
Every
yeah.
Monday night, we all crawl out from under the rock and we all go back. But, no, but really, coming up, you got some big challenges. So going for the 2 in a row, the other teams are going to be gunning. What's your approach going to be? You have any kind of thought on a game plan or anything like that? What's the matter with that question? That's a damn good question.
Well, the
right?
opponent might be listening. You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead.
So our game plan is always going to be
Work hard.
preparation.
Preparation, that's right, preparation.
Whoever we're playing, whatever we're doing, we obviously know our objective. We know the task that we have in front of us, so that's what we're preparing for. It's nothing more, nothing less.
All right, sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Southern New England Admirals football team, it's the Tom Beelan and Ziggy Crawley. Thank you so much for being here tonight. All right. All right, we're going to send it over to Gary and Artie for just a moment, and then we'll be winding it down here on the Paul Santos Live Show. Hey, Gary, we have about 5 minutes left.
We have exactly 5 minutes.
What are we
left.
going to do with this 5 minutes?
I think we should bring out my mentor and yours. May I announce him?
Yes, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Big Daddy Jim Casey.
Oh!
Big Daddy!
Now we got 4 minutes left.
Love you, Big Daddy. I know.
I usually do 2, so I had to fill up some time.
That's right.
Now listen, I just want to say something.
Yes.
You start talking about my glands in public, I'm going to have to call my lawyer. I mean, I don't mind you talking about, and then you start talking about swollen. What are you laughing
I heard.
about?
I've agreed with you.
Well, look at when you're younger, Paul. You take pills and medication when you get swollen. And when you get my age, you take pills to get swollen.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
You
one.
like that one?
That's a good one, yeah.
Love it. I know, that's why he pays me all the big money.
That's right. All of us. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, this would be better if you came to rehearsal.
It'd be better if we had rehearsal.
Hey, I'm glad to see you still wearing all the Patriot stuff. You had a big win the other
Hey,
day.
listen, I wore it yesterday. I'm a very simple guy. My buddy Bruce Duart knows that. If you believe in something, you always stay with it.
Right.
Except a wife, maybe. I mean, you do your best, but, you know. By the way, Johnny Rottn, You're as rotten as ever. You know, people like you inspire me in this rotten life I have. And by the way, who the hell was talking about mosquitoes?
Well, I think that would be me.
Oh, was it you? Well, let me give you a little advice, my boy. And that man-eater thing that you put on your body, you don't need a man-eater thing to eat your hair. You need a John Deere. Cripes. I know his barber. He's got hair like barbed wire. I can only imagine what's underneath that cheap suit.
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh, they don't pay me to be nice here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I did an imitation.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you one thing. If you, yeah, well, no, but you deserve it after everything you said about my liver.
Well, I was trying to be nice. We were trying to save an extra one for you, you know.
Listen, I've got people lined up that want my liver because nobody thought one could last this long.
That's right. I want to know what the hell's in it.
You shit me. My liver's going in the Smithsonian. I guess I just said a bad word. That means I'm not on ABC 6 next week.
Dang it.
I'm scratched again.
Oh, you've been scratched.
I don't care. You know what? No matter what you think. I'm about to end our long-term contract. I can't afford it. So I'm going to work for free for the Archdiocese of Fall River.
Oh, really?
I'm going to be coming on right after you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do the Catholic Mass.
After the Mass, yeah.
And then when we come on, I'm going to say, before this proceedings that begin, I want you to know, my fellows, what you saw in the preceding half hour was blasphemy, and the guy that does the show is going to hell.
Hey, I got to tell you something, seriously, right? I'm at the Apple Peach Festival, you know, in Acushnet, and some guy comes up to me and says, hey, aren't you that guy that's on TV with that crazy Casey guy?
Yes, sir.
And I said, well, yeah, you know.
You mean he gave me first billing?
Yeah, when was this, Paul?
Are you kidding?
Paul.
He was under the influence, but he didn't say that. No,
I spent 3 days at the Apple Peach
I
Festival.
never saw you there.
I was trying to find a peach. There was no other. The closest thing to a peach was Gary's head.
That's
With
right. That's right. That's right.
The only thing with that is it's not fuzzy.
No. There's a pit in it, though, I'll tell you that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait.
All right,
I'm
we're
not
going
done.
over, we're
I
going
just want
over.
to tell you, I don't care if we go over. You're going to cut it out anyway.
That's true.
What the hell do I care?
All right,
It's
go
not like I'm not going to Hollywood.
Make it quick.
I started my career with you. What the hell do you think I got?
Enter walk-off music.
Go ahead,
All
go
I want
ahead.
to tell you is, for those of you who do have problems with mosquitoes, take some advice from somebody who's lived along to survive all of it. Go home after you've been out like I do. Sit out and watch the mosquitoes land on you and let them bite you, and then watch them fly around like kamikazes and die from alcohol poisoning.
All right,
It's
Crazy Casey, ladies and gentlemen.
nice to see you again.
All right. All right. Hey, before we go, I'd like to take the opportunity to pass along some condolences to the family of Susan D. Louise. She would come to our show quite frequently, and she would watch it on television, and she became ill and passed on. A very, very wonderful lady, and again, we'd like to pass along our condolences and thoughts to the Louise family. And by the way, coming up Sunday, October 27th, the Lieutenant Corporal Matthew Rodriguez Run to Remember 5K. Sunday, October 27th, 2024, 9 a.m. at Fort Phoenix State Reservation in Fairhaven. We are going to have a guest on the show to talk about that very event in a few weeks. So that's something to keep in mind as we proceed through the fall. At this time, we'd like to take our opportunity to thank our guests. First of all, Sharon Jensen and KENNYM.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hello, we're doing a show here, guys. We're doing a show. Hello.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, no, that was, you already mentioned that. September 11th with Sharon Jensen. That's right. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. All right, thank you. You're throwing me off here. All right, I'd like to thank Johnny Rottn. And let's see. I'd also like to thank the two members of the Southern New England Championship Admiral football team, Ziggy and Thomas. And by the way, coming up September 28th, an evening of jazz with our own Gary Langevin and friends at the Wamsutta Club, September 28th. There you go. We're going to be there. So get in touch with Gary and those at the Wamsutta Club, and all of us, Gary, Artie, myself, my wife, we're all going to be there. So come out and see Gary, and he does a fantastic job. And of course, we thank them, the PSL band. There they are, Gary.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Paul. We'll see you next week, everyone.
All right, we'll see you next week. Please come here to the Mikey B's. We're down here at 989 Victoria Street in New Bedford. If you happen to be watching this on Channel 6, we are on every other Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. on ABC 6. So if you're watching it now, but not on next week, we're on in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, that's right.
So we'll see you then. In the meantime, I'm Paul Santos. Don't forget to laugh. Have a great night, everybody!